What's up, guys? I'm super excited about today. Today is the first video of 2023, so happy new year to everybody who's watching. Guys, today I'm going to be trying a brand new technique that I'm very excited about that's super effective for catching trout on Watauga River. Guys, before we do that, I want to go over a couple things that have happened since the last video. If you watched the last one, you know that I totaled my car while hitting a buck up in Ohio. Since then, we've been able to get a brand new vehicle that can haul a trailer. So that is really good news. The other thing is my GoPro was water damaged and my wife surprised me on Christmas Day with a brand new GoPro. I now have a GoPro 10, which is what I'm recording with right now. So that's super exciting. Guys, I cannot wait to get out in the water today because we are trying out a brand new technique that I know for a fact is super effective in the wintertime. But before we do that, as you guys know, we're gonna take a quick look around. We're gonna see if we can find some trash and make this place nicer than we found it. So let's go see what we can find and then let's go catch some fish. So guys, I do some voiceovers at the beginning of this video because it was extremely windy and the audio quality got a little bit ruined on the front half of the video. The second half will be a lot cleaner, but it gives me an opportunity to also explain exactly what I'm doing as I'm fishing. Alright guys, so today we're going to be fishing with king salmon roe and we're going to be drifting them in different currents on the Watauga River. It is such a fun technique and I was able to get these salmon roe all the way from Abingdon, Virginia from Allen and Appalachian Baits. So guys, this is a super fun video. And guys, effectively what I'm doing is I'm finding currents and then I'm tossing out the roe with a bobber or a float and we're basically letting it drift down different seams in the current, hoping that the depth is lined up right so that the fish can see and smell the roe, and once they do, that's when the action begins. Guys, I'd also like to say that I use 2 split shot, but you can use multiple split shot, and of course, the more you get into it, the more you'll understand exactly what it's going to take for the current you're fishing in. Oh, fish on. Just like that, you guys. Let's see what we got. Nice. I think I can just lift this guy. He's a little guy. So our first trout of the day on the new technique is a little rainbow. So guys, check it out. Tiny little rainbow, but he definitely wanted an egg. Let's let him go. And let's throw another one out there. All right, guys. So in the second half of this video, I'm actually going to be showing you exactly how I've rigged up the trout roe. But for now, something that I think is equally important is how I'm fishing the roe. What I'm effectively doing is I'm casting out and then I'm opening up my bell and I'm letting it free float in the current. And as soon as I see the bobber bounce or go under, I shut the bell and set the hook. And that is the technique. Fish on, just like that. Man, guys, I switched tactics and very quickly got hit. Very quickly. That was incredible. Let's go ahead and lift him into the boat. Oh, he came off at the boat. Just landed him, guys. And we've done a slight upgrade here. We've now got a 10-inch trout. Fish on. Nice fish, guys. Something big. Something bigger. Here we go. What do we got? Nice. Gonna need the net for this one. This one is a big time upgrade. Oh man, what an upgrade. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we got a 15-incher. Super pumped about that. That's a beautiful trout, guys. Really nice upgrade. Let's go ahead and let him go. Oh man, this technique. So guys, I've noticed this technique works really well when the water is generating. On that particular day, it's generating one generator, and you need a little bit of flow in order to get this technique to work. So I'm moving to location number 2. Definitely want to get up there before the water stops, and so I'm going to hit up one last location and drift a few more times. So we're going to go by this pushing current here. I'm going to spin the boat around. There we go. This spot is the spot I really want to work today. The added bonus is it's less windy and it's sunny. All right, guys, so we're in a really good spot right here. I'm very excited about it. I think it's got a lot of potential, so we're gonna throw out this egg right now. We're gonna let it drift. And we may have to do some adjustments for depth, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I've already had a hit. First drift, guys, I've already had a hit. Oh, that was exciting. Let's pitch it right back out here, guys. Let's see what we can do here. Expecting a shooter, just like it did. Oh, missed one. Ooh. Fish on, guys. Here we go. Heck yeah. Fish on. Woo. Oh, that was nice. Yeah. Little rainbow, guys. So I think that was maybe my second or third drift. Lots of bites each drift. And then, man, that happened. So that was nice. Absolutely obliterated the egg sac, but here you go. Another trout. So guys, now we've caught one. We've had multiple bites. We may very well get into some more here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fish on. Just like that. Fish number 2. Back-to-back cast, you guys. And they are in here thick right now. Whoa. And the good news is he didn't destroy the egg sac. So that is really good news. Whoo. Fish on, guys. Here we go. Oh, it came off. No. Shoot. Oh my goodness, you guys. One nailed the egg sac. A massive shift has just taken place. I kept noticing my boat riding up, and it's because the water has been dropping down. Where is my anchor? My anchor is like way over here, guys. That is crazy. All right, guys, well, now we're gonna switch over to how I actually put together these egg sacs. I hope you guys find this very helpful as you go out and try this yourself. All right, guys, so a few things you're gonna need for putting together these egg roe sacs is you're gonna need, obviously, some roe. I also recommend having some kind of spoon, scissors, and then when you go to Allen's store or just about anywhere, you can find spawn netting kits, and it comes with netting as well as a super kind of elastic string that's able to wrap around and cinch off your egg sac itself. So without further ado, let's get started on that. All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do is just grab a single layer of the netting. It's actually incredibly strong, which is very interesting. You don't really lose anything, and they can't even eat this type of setup, which is really cool because as far as catch and release goes, this is a very effective technique. Now, guys, here's the Appalachian baits. This is the orange, and I've actually used a lot of it already for the previous video, but basically what you're going to do, my dog is literally drinking water as I do this tutorial. What you're gonna do is take about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 eggs, lay them in the middle, and then what you wanna do is grab each corner. Really, Chip? What you're gonna do is grab each corner of this thing, just like that. And then what I'm gonna do is just kind of twist the middle until you get all of the eggs kind of bunched together into a little egg sac. Just like that. And then what you're gonna do is grab your line and just twist it around a few times. Get it nice and tight. And then when you're ready, you just pull and it pops right off. And then the last part of this whole thing is you're just gonna grab your scissors. You wanna cut really close to where you just cinched it off so you don't have too much excess fabric. And then what you're left with is just a little bitty egg sac that now you can put your hook right through the netting. And it's really cool. So guys, once you kind of get your little egg sac done, once you get out in the field, this hook size is actually too big. You want a tiny little hook size, and Allen sells them on his website. They're absolutely tiny, but for the sake of the video, I really want you guys to see this. So basically how you rig it up is you can kind of run the hook anywhere you want, just through a little portion of the netting. You don't actually want it to touch the eggs, and then as it drifts, it's actually just holding on to the net at all times. And as soon as it jumps under, that's when you set the hook. So that's really the basic premise behind drifting roe in the netting. and it's super, super effective, and it's a lot of fun. So guys, this was a very rudimentary way to drift row. If you really get into it, they even have specific rods, specific ways to do it that are even more complex than what I did. I did it on a very basic level, but it was very effective. So I hope you'll check out Appalachian Baits and contact Alan and get some for yourself. It obviously works very, very well in our tailwaters. And I think it'll work just about anywhere where there's trout and there's some motion, there's some movement in the water. So hope you'll check that out. Guys, one more thought is these really do well over time. So I want to say every single one of these egg sacs I was able to use for at least 5 minutes or more. And every time one of these egg sacs gets bitten by a trout, it actually breaks down the egg and it releases more and more scent into the water. So eventually it'll break down to nothing and you'll have to replace them. So just keep that in mind, but they do hold up really, really well. You can kind of keep them going for a while. You cannot hook these eggs on a single hook without them just kind of popping. And so that's why it's so important to keep it in the little egg sac. But man, it just works so well. So guys, as far as prep time is concerned, I would recommend give yourself at least a half an hour to put together about 20 of these egg sacs, if not more. And make sure you get that prep before you go. So maybe the night before, just get them done, put them in a small container. And then when you get out on the boat, you'll have it ready to go and you won't have to stress at all. It's a ton of fun. It takes a little bit of work, but it is absolutely worth it. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did. If you're interested in more winter-timed fishing videos for trout, I've got one right here just for you. Or if you guys would prefer to see a nice big fish, I've got a really fun wintertime striper video for you right over here. Till next time, tight lines.